Good morning dear children. In this video we will learn about 10th class biology chapter 3 transportation the circulatory system. All the living organisms need nutrients, gases, liquids, etc. for growth and maintenance of the body. All the organisms would need to send these materials to all parts of their body, whether they are unicellular organisms or multicellular organisms. In unicellular organisms, these may not have to be transported to longer distances, while in multicellular forms have to be sent substances to long distances as far as say over 100 feet for the tallest plant on the earth. In lower organisms like amoeba, hydra, etc., all the materials are transported through a simple process like diffusion, osmosis, etc. In higher animals with trillions of cells in their body, adapt to methods of diffusion and osmosis only for the bulk movement of materials would take years. To avoid delay, a separate system is needed to carry the materials much faster and more efficiently. This specialized system that is developed by organisms is called the circulatory system. We eat solids, we drink liquids, and we breathe gases. Do you think that it is possible to transport all these three types of materials through a single system? Let us study how this circulation is carried out in our body. Have you ever observed a doctor holding the wrist of the patient and looking at his watch for a minute? You may wonder to know that he is counting the heartbeat of the patient. Don't you think that is crazy? Holding the hand to count the heartbeat? Let us conduct an activity to understand this process. Activity 1. You could try to find out for yourself that the doctor was doing. Keep your index and middle fingers on your wrist below the thumb as shown in the figure. What did you feel? You feel something pushing your fingers rhythmically up and down. Now let us count the rhythm, which is called the pulse, for a minute. Now stand up and jog for 1 minute at the same place. Note the pulse for a minute. Take at least 2 readings of your friends in the same manner and record in the following table. What did you observe? Is the pulse rate same in both conditions? No. The pulse rate is high after you jog for a minute. Let us observe the pulse rate in another way. Activity 2. We see that pulse rate varies from person to person and situation to situation. So it is not constant. When you are afraid or excited, the pulse rate goes up. Observe your pulse rhythm in other ways as well, such as climbing stairs, running, etc. There is a relationship between the pulse rate and the beat of our heart. Now let us try to find out more about this relationship. For this, you have to make your own stethoscope. Take a shirt button, insert a matchstick in it, and keep this apparatus on your wrist and observe the rhythmic vibrations. This is pulse. In the year 1816, René Laennec discovered the stethoscope. Before the discovery of the stethoscope, doctors used to hear heartbeat by keeping ear on the chest of the patient. Laennec found that paper tube helps to hear the heartbeat perfectly. Then he used a bamboo instead of paper tube to hear heartbeat. Linnaeus called it stethoscope.